BeamNG, what is it? You might have heard about it. Like myself, many years have gone by and I've stared at the Steam page for this game, wondering what it is. And according to the Steam page description, BeamNG is a dynamic soft-body physics vehicle simulator capable of doing just about anything. But that description is not satisfactory, so in this video, I am going to tell you what BeamNG is in the year 2023. BeamNG is a full car simulation that simulates every part, every bump in the road, every scratch in the car. This is the car enthusiast simulator with huge amounts of customization, huge amounts of things you could do, and at the end of the day, the best crash simulator money can buy, that even insurance companies use to recreate and simulate crashes. BeamNG is the Garry's Mod of the car world, with hundreds if not thousands of mods, thousands of custom maps and cars you can easily download, and a massive database of information that the community keeps feeding into. And with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, this game has to have something positive. And the key is you just have to find your little corner of this vast game that you like. Maybe you like the scenarios. Maybe you like rock climbing vehicles. Maybe you like drag racing or drifting. This game truly has it all. To a new player, it can be a little overwhelming, but once you get under the hood, as they say, got him! You will learn this game is very intuitive, and once you learn how to build it, you can make anything in the game with the editors, with the map makers. You could really get your hands dirty. This is an amazing playground for people that enjoy cars, with a really cool garage system where you could just customize your favorite cars, add huge amount of parts. You can customize the license plate down to your tire pressure, to what kind of tires are on the car, all the way to the muffler, the exhaust, the transmission. You could really spend hours customizing a vehicle just to drive it off a cliff and see what happens when it hits a wall. And without even discussing mods or custom cars and levels, the base game ships with a huge amount of stuff to keep you busy and get you learning. A wide variety of cars, a really good chunk of maps that are very big that you could explore and test your cars out on. And then when you're all done with that, you could just download new maps, new cars, new mini games. I played a game that was like Flappy Birds, but with a car. It was really fun. And you could look at this like the Halo Forge of the car world, where the community makes amazing mini games and cars and maps. Really amazing. And then on top of all this, there is something called BeamMP. It is a separate mod that adds multiplayer to this game, making it where you could race other real people. Quite amazing if you ask me. And the multiplayer mod is not only racing with other people, there's entire servers dedicated to RP, dedicated to cops and robbers, dedicated to even RPG-like car mechanics, where you start out with a crappy car and you work your way up by doing races and earning your parts and earning your car. This really is a huge part of the game that I might have to do a separate video on. The game is $24.99 but goes on sale for as little as $18, $19 roughly. And you might be able to find a better deal, but this type of game, you are getting your money's worth, the amount of replayability alone. And it almost reminds me of the first car game I played, not counting Mario Kart, but it was Need for Speed on the Panasonic 3DO. And I would play this game even though the cars would not get destroyed. I found it very amusing to try to jump the cars over hills and try to crash into oncoming traffic. Well, now with BeamNG you can actually do this. and have all the physics-related chaos that comes with it. Now, the bad things of the game that I find, the main thing that I criticize is that there's no breakable map pieces like fences. If you think you're going to drive through a fence like it's Grand Theft Auto, you are not. You will get annihilated by the most simple and thin objects in the game that you would think you could drive through. But I understand all the physics and calculations that are happening between the car, the body physics of the car, and all the calculations of the different parts in the vehicle. I can understand how the world itself is not going to have a physics engine to it in terms of breakable fences and this, that, and the other. But it would be nice to be able to drive through some things here and there. And then another thing that's overwhelming for new people to the game and new players to this type of car game is the Garry's Mod level of detail, is what I call it. This game is really out there when it comes to all the different customizable levels and things you can add to it. And to a new player, this definitely can get carried away and overwhelming. But as you learn the game and play the vanilla maps and get outside your comfort zone a little bit, you will realize that the very fact that this game is almost like a Garry's Mod of all this community-driven content, you will be amazed at the value that you have gotten from this game. That being said, BeamNG is the ultimate driver's game. If you appreciate real driving simulators where you could just have fun crashing your vehicle into a wall, this is the game for you. You could do everything in this game, from racing, getaway driving, stunts, drifting, rock climbing, mudding. If you can think of a car-related activity, even hitting soccer balls with a car, you could do that in this game. And it's the type of game that keeps on giving with the community content, the mods, new things coming out, people creating new mini games out of it. I am very fascinated. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is this a game that you tried, that you own, that you like, that you don't like? Comment down below, let me know. For years, I watched this game on my wish list, and I knew it was good. I knew kind of what the game was about. After playing it, you really can do a lot in this game that is not advertised. And yes, even if you just get the game to crash your car off a cliff, I can guarantee you, you will have fun with it. Thank you for watching.